What's up, nerd family? Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, along with the lovely
Tiftastic.
And we just want to say, welcome to the lounge. Now, you may have just got done spending hours going down rabbit trails of YouTube channels and links and suggested videos, and somehow you ended up here. And you're saying, what is this? What is this Poindexter Lounge? Well, Tiffany, tell them what the Poindexter Lounge is.
Well, the Poindexter Lounge is a place for nerds.
That's right. It is a place for nerds. It is a place where we come together and we talk about the things that we love with you. Things like TV shows, movies, games, toys, anything and everything nerdy. That's right. If it's of any nerd value whatsoever, we like to talk about it. And so that's why we made the channel. We made the channel so that we could meet new people and talk about this stuff. So if that sounds like something that you may be interested in, and you think, you know what, that kind of fit that description, will you please consider hitting that subscribe button and that notifications bell so that you know when we put out new videos, which is like how often, Tiff?
It's like all the time.
That's right. Like we're on this thing.
Everything we can do to wet your nerd whistle.
That's right. We are on this thing. We are putting out videos and content and taking names. And so, hey, do that for us if you would. Also, if you like the videos, if you could give us a thumbs up, because that tells YouTube to suggest this video to other people who are also on crazy rabbit trails of YouTube videos and found themselves in different corners of the internet. And so we just want to grow this thing, and so and meet new friends and have some fun in the process. So please do that. Also, we like to give things away here on the channel, and because we're nerdy and we like toys, this week we're getting ready to give away this Aquaman and Orm 2-pack multiverse action figure set, and you can be in the running for that. Tell them, Tiff, what all they got to do to get into that.
All you have to do is leave us a comment and tell us that you want the toy, and also you need to subscribe and like the channel.
That's right. That's all you got to do, and then you are in the running for it. So that'll be at the end of this week. Now, in the meantime, Tiff, there's a lot that's been going on in the nerd verse this week, from Spider-Man leaving the MCU. I feel like I'm in the Matrix sometimes because of the crazy stuff that happens on a daily basis. Who knows what's going to happen next?
Why did Disney not take the red pill?
But on the same day that Spider-Man was removed from the MCU, and hopefully he comes back, hopefully Neo saves the day, it was also announced something crazy out of the blue. Nobody saw it coming. Nobody... I don't even know if anybody was really asking for it, but it was announced that...
We were wanting Bill and Ted before this.
Yeah, and we got Bill and Ted, so Bill and Ted's, that sequel's coming. But we got another Keanu Reeves movie. Keanu's on a roll lately.
Yes.
Everybody seems... There's been this resurgence. Yeah. And now the new Bill and Ted movie. Keanu seems to really be on a... just a rager of being into everything right now, and everybody seems to really love
him.
This one
kicks butt.
Oh, this is great. This is great news, because we just found out that there is going to be a fourth Matrix movie. Now, this is not something that's rumored. This is not something that they're thinking about doing. Apparently, everybody signed up for it. Well, except for, so far, Lawrence Fishburne, which we're going to get into in just a minute, but that's in the story. Apparently, he has not signed on yet, and we don't know where he is in the story or what's going on with that.
I don't know where half of them are in the story, because I remember in the third one, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it in the last 20 years, it's the fact that didn't Carrie Ann Moss actually sacrifice herself for Neo, so she's not going... I don't know. There's
but
things they gotta explain and bring back, unless it's gonna be a before all this happened, I can fix things, bring people back.
It's a digital world that they live in, and anything and everything can happen. So most of the stuff we saw in the Matrix...
part of Ready Player One the whole time.
Most of the stuff in the Matrix anyways was just kind of messed with your mind and was impossible stuff anyways.
Down the other rabbit hole.
So who knows? Maybe they fooled him into thinking that he saved everybody, and there you go. There you go. But so we have official confirmation that yes, indeed, there is going to be a fourth Matrix. Now, Tiffany, how much did you like The Matrix?
I actually loved The Matrix. My brother went to college for video gaming and animation, and so he was always on his computer and doing all that kind of stuff. So this was something that he really got into, and once he fell in love with it, he said, you know, you gotta watch this. So reluctantly I did, but also the fact that it was Keanu Reeves, and I just fell in love with it. I love the story. I think I wanted to own a floor-length black trench coat because of this movie. So that I liked both him and Carrie-Anne Moss. So.
Now here's your moment of nerd. Do you know that Keanu Reeves was considered for the role of Superman at one point, but was actually rejected because he did The Matrix? And the reason why was because we get to see Neo fly in The Matrix, and he flies similar to how Superman flies. And so the people who were considering him said, literally, no, we've already seen Keanu Reeves flying. We don't need to see him flying again. Also, here's another little nerd bit for you. Not to turn this into a trivia video, but also somebody who turned down the role of Neo in The Matrix. You know who that is?
I can't remember.
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air himself, Big Willie style, Will Smith, actually turned down the role of Neo in there to make...
It wouldn't have been the same movie.
Nope, to make Wild Wild West.
Ooh.
Yes, he still talks about it to this day. There's actually a video on YouTube where he talks about it and says, you know what? There's very few things that I regret. That one, I regret. But even he says exactly what you just said, that you know, he's glad that he didn't make it because Keanu Reeves did such a great job in that role as Neo in that trilogy that it wouldn't have been the same with him in there. And here's another weird thing. Actually, Will Smith was also considered for the role of Superman. So, at one point by John Peters back in the day, back in the 90s.
He's good at a lot of things, and I actually liked his reincarnation in Aladdin as the genie, but I do not see him in certain roles that I have grown to love.
No.
I mean, like I said, I like what he did just recently, but you're not changing everything.
He also
Sorry,
turned
Will
that
Smith.
down, though. He turned the role of Superman down. So, for me, my road to The Matrix was a little bit different because at the time that The Matrix came out, I was working third shift at the time at Kinko's, and I would work 4 10-hour shifts, and so the way that I would get back on a regular schedule is I would stay up all day one day, and that was my Thursdays, and so that way I had Friday and Saturday at a normal, normal pace, and so. We actually rented the movie on a Thursday night. We rented The Matrix. I did not see the original Matrix in the theater. We rented it on a Thursday night, and I fell asleep watching it. I didn't get it. I didn't understand what the movie was all about. It didn't really...
See, my brother Star Wars'd it for me, and he actually went through and watched it with me and explained what I didn't understand.
Oh, did he? Okay.
So that was helpful, and that's another reason I fell in love with it right away.
That's an interesting reference. She says that anytime that she talks about somebody explaining something, because I basically explained Star Wars and everything to her and the boys, and when I was bringing her, when we were dating,
think of
bringing her into
pop-up
my
video
nerddom.
only in real life, and instead of the little bubble popping up on the screen saying "Fun fact, did you know this?" That's how we learned about Star Wars. If we didn't understand, oh, this is why this happened.
Kind of like the Keanu Reeves and Will Smith thing.
Yeah,
right
pretty
there.
much.
So,
That's like
but,
my entire Star Wars.
But so I did not get it, and full transparency here, I didn't get it, and then one day, probably about 4 years later, it was on TV. Well, the first two were, the third one was nearing its end in the theaters at the time, and it was like I can't remember, it was like a Friday afternoon or something like that, and so both movies were on back to back. 1 and 2 were on back to back, and so I watched them, and all of a sudden I watched one again, and it was like, oh, I get this. It was like the light bulb went on, and I went, oh.
Well, it probably didn't help that you went and did like a 10-hour shift, and then came home and watched it and fell asleep, not functioning.
So, and full transparency with this. So I loved part 1. And then part 2 was on right away, so I watched it. Now I watched these by myself, and in my other life, and she knows what that means. And the ex-wife would not go watch part 3 with me. Now, see, if it was Tiffany would be like, "Hey, let's go." That's why she's the nerd trophy wife, and that's right, baby. And but no, so the ex-wife would not go watch the movie with me, and so I ended up going to see the final Matrix movie by myself.
Wow.
Yes, because I was like, I gotta see how this ends now. And so then I absolutely loved it. Fell in love. Of course, she also wouldn't let me see the first X-Men movie either. That's a whole other story. I know. But anyway, so that's my experience with The Matrix. It kind of feels like I was living in The Matrix.
I watched the first video with my brother, and then we went and saw the other two in the theater.
I was kind of going through life, and then I woke up out of The Matrix, and look here what I woke up to. Isn't that great? So that's what it is. So we're going to talk about this. Tiffany, we a lot of times we get our information. I love the website darkhorizons.com. They don't pay for anything here on the channel, but I like...
But you can if you'd like to.
That's right.
Hint to the hint.
Garth, if you ever watch this, Garth is the guy who writes all the stories and stuff. So we're going to go ahead and talk about what they have to say about the new movie.
Okay, so Dark Horizons says, there's been stirrings, but now it's official. A fourth The Matrix film is on the way from Warner Brothers Pictures and Village Roadshow Pictures. In even better news, 3 key talents, stars Keanu Reeves, Carrie-Anne Moss, and co-writer, co-director Lana, is it Wachowski?
Wachowski. Now, Lana Wachowski was not always Lana Wachowski. It used to be the Wachowski brothers.
Okay.
Now it's Lana, which is interesting because this article doesn't mention at all the other Wachowski brother.
Lana, sorry.
Yes.
That's funny.
Yeah. It does not mention the other Wachowski at all in the story. So I don't know if that means that he's not coming back, and if it's just her now. I don't know. So
Regardless, it says that all are returning. Reeves and Moss are reprising their roles as Neo and Trinity, respectively, while Lana will be directing this 4th film solo this time out, along with co-writing the script with Alexander Herman and David Mitchell. Warner Brothers Pictures Group Chairman Toby Emmerich made the announcement on Tuesday, saying in a statement, "We could not be more excited to be re-entering The Matrix with Lana. Lana is a true visionary, a singular and original creative filmmaker, and we are thrilled that she is writing, directing, and producing this new chapter in the Matrix universe." Wachowski says many of the ideas Lily and I explored 20 years ago about our reality are even more relevant now. I'm very happy to have these characters back in my life and grateful for another chance to work with my brilliant friends. Wachowski is also producing with Grant Hill, with shooting aiming to begin in early 2020. The 3 previous films earned more than $1.6 billion at the global box office. All 3 were written and directed by Lana and her sister Lily and starred Reeves and Moss.
now here's something, and I apologize for this, but apparently I did not realize that both Wachowski brothers are now the Wachowski sisters. It runs in the family. All right, so this is interesting. Like you said, I mean, the third one had a definitive ending, pretty much, with kind of a new beginning, but this is what
without certain characters that happen to be coming back.
Yeah, so this will be interesting now to see where they go with this.
Yeah.
You know, like, where does this story go now? Neo was the one.
Is she only coming back in flashbacks and memories?
You know,
to help bring him forward to where he needs to be.
He basically negotiated a deal with the machines, so that people who wanted to come out of the Matrix could come out of the Matrix. People who wanted to stay in the Matrix could stay in the Matrix. You know, I mean, like, the one guy came out of the Matrix and then wanted to go back because and made a deal also to be kind of like a rich guy and everything. So the Matrix could be really whatever you wanted it to be.
And maybe he wants Trinity.
Maybe the machines go back on their promise. Maybe there's another part of that story. I mean, I felt like Neo sacrificed himself at the end.
And his eyeballs.
And his eyeballs, yeah. I mean, is he going to come back blind? Is he not going to be blind? You know, like, that's going to be...
Pulling a Thor with both eyes.
It's going to be really the question is, like, what is this movie about? Where does this movie go?
Fish Mooney can get away with it, why can't he?
Yeah, now, speaking of fish, Lawrence Fishburne is not...
Nice segue.
You like that? Is not mentioned as being in this movie. They actually say that there's rumblings that they may recast Morpheus as a younger person. I don't know how I feel about that.
Maybe get Idris Elba to do it. Just saying.
Idris Elba would be. Yeah, but I mean,
Get those little glasses that only stick on the bridge of your nose.
Yeah, but Lawrence Fishburne's still around, and like if you're gonna get Idris Elba, I mean, if you were just gonna reboot the Matrix, Idris Elba would make a good.
Or you could make
Morpheus.
him a young one and still get Fishburne to play the old parts.
Yeah. So, but you know, I don't know.
Someone who's seen some things.
Yeah, I don't know. And also, do you get what's it?
Oracle?
Well, do you get what's his name to come back as was it as Mr. Smith?
Oh, Mr. Anderson. Yeah.
Mr. Anderson.
He played the Red Skull.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. But they got rid of him from being Red Skull too. Hugo Weaving. So a lot up in the air right now, but we do know that there is.
But we got our 3 main that we need and we want, and now we just got to see what's going to happen and how they're going to bring it about.
Yeah, and will it be one movie? Will it lead to more? Will we see another trilogy in the Matrix? I've always thought that the Matrix was an interesting story ever since they released the DVD for the Animatrix, and it had the short story on there, which was a cartoon that explained what happened.
Yeah.
Where basically humankind created their own problem. They abused the machines and the robots. They abused the machines and the robots until they finally fought back, and then once they fought back, it was too late because they outpaced humankind.
It was like Krypton and the Terminator had a baby.
Yeah. So, Matrix baby. Speaking of it, they were all Matrix baby.
Name of another movie.
Another band name.
Oh, I was gonna say another movie for Matrix.
Matrix Baby. That's a band name. Coming to the stage, Matrix Baby. That's right.
Baby goes like this.
I'm just imagining a baby.
I know. It was that dancing baby, only he's going like this.
Nice. I'm gonna have to try to find something like that to put in this video and edit it. All right, guys. But hey, so that's what's going on. We got a new Matrix movie. What do you guys think of this? Did you like the Matrix? I know there's a lot of people that I know. I mean, a lot of people all really like the first one. Some people are kind of split on the second one, and more people felt like it kind of fizzled with the third one, that the third one didn't quite live up to it.
The third one was just a little more out there than the first and second, that's why.
Yeah. And so
it's like they were trying to find a way to end it nice, in a nice little package, and apparently they do it right if they're doing a fourth one. So.
Yeah. So
we want to do this the right way.
Yeah, and I mean by this time nobody's got a package. I mean, they all became.
Yeah, they're robots.
Well, I was thinking the directors more, but anyways, so what did you think of this news that came out that says we're going to get this fourth Matrix? Did you like the Matrix trilogy? Is this something you're excited about, that you're looking forward to? Is this something you think that they should leave alone?
Does this make you want to go in your closet and get your long duster leather jacket?
Put your sunglasses on and
some leather pants.
Take to the air or replicate yourself and start fighting yourself in the rain. That'd be kind of fun too. But I mean, this would be cool. I mean, because look at Keanu Reeves with John Wick.
Oh, heck yeah.
I mean, John Wick is phenomenal. We just got a request today from somebody to do a video about the John Wick trilogy and what we think. We haven't really reviewed John Wick trilogy. We did a trailer reaction video.
We did, but our kids have seen it before we've had a chance to see it.
We haven't even seen the third one yet. We haven't seen any of them in the theater.
We had so many things come out at once, and movies and stuff. We had to pick and choose, and we never got to see it in the theater when the kids did, so we are a little jelly over that. But we need to see it as soon as it comes out, and we promise to do that.
Absolutely. So that's what's going on, folks.
It's a great trilogy as well.
I mean, John Wick is phenomenal. It's very violent and very. I mean, you don't kill a guy's dog.
Yeah, leave a dog alone.
Don't do that. You just don't do that. It's not right.
He bites you back.
It's not right. But so Keanu Reeves is on a roll right now. He seems to not be able to do any wrong. He doesn't seem to be able to do any wrong right now. And so I'm hoping that this is a good decision by him.
Yeah.
That they have.
While the iron's hot, bringing back the ones that made you famous in the first place.
I'm hoping that they have a good script, that they have something good to work with here, and that this turns out to be a phenomenal and fitting heir to the original Matrix trilogy. All right, but let us know what you guys think down in the comment section, and of course also on social media. You can find us on social media. We're on all the platforms, and well, not all of them, but
most of them.
We're on enough that you can get a hold of us. All right, so do that today. Let us know what you guys think. Leave a comment down in the comment section and tell somebody about the channel. All right, tell somebody about the channel and how much fun that you guys like having it. All right, we're looking forward. There's a lot of new stuff coming up, guys, in the next month or so. We go back to live streaming The Flash and various other DC shows, as well as we're going to start live streaming Titans. We're going to pick a day and do that together as a channel, and we would love for you to be a part of what we got coming up in the future. Also, guess what? We've got merch, so you can get your nerd on and wear it too, and proudly let your nerd flag fly. That's right, and all you got to do is go to teespring.com/stores/Poindexter-lounge. And there you can pick up all kinds of cool nerd apparel and trinkets.
Pillows, blankets, car decals, phone cases,
Coffee
shirts,
mugs.
leggings.
All kinds of fun stuff. I mean, both Wachowski sisters could now pick up some leggings.
And tank tops.
And look very pretty in our Poindexter Lounge nerd.
And use our fleece blanket.
There you go. There you go. Just the right thing to curl up with a good movie and a bowl of popcorn and watch that together. So, hey, check out our merch and all the new fun stuff that we've got going on here at the channel. Also, we've got a Patreon that we'd love for you to check into. There's all kinds of cool stuff there where you can connect with us and stuff that you can get early, like behind the scenes videos, blooper videos, also videos early, and also special video vlogs that will not be seen anywhere else but to our Patreons. All right, so hey, check into all that and let us know what you think of all that as well. Thanks for joining us today. As always, we appreciate each and every one of you guys for hanging out with us and for enjoying the channel and supporting the channel. We just love you guys so much. We love all you nerds. You're our nerds. You're our people. All right, guys. Until next time, my name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, along with the lovely
Tiftastic.
saying, oh. Guys, if you made it this far in the video, you are awesome. Thank you guys so much for your support. Please smash that like button and of course subscribe, and also hit that notifications bell so that you are aware when we put out new videos, which is like all the time. Thanks for being a part of the Poindexter Lounge, and we'll see you next time.